All round, there it is. Happy days. We're just getting straight on with it. Right then guys, welcome to another episode of Hooked. My name's John Murray and I'm an angling addict, and we're back out on the Aire Calder Canal today. It's the Mirfield Spring League round 5. I've drawn on peg 49 today, so I was up on 41 a couple of sessions ago. Last week we were down on 59, so we're 10 up to the left. I've no idea what it's going to be like. It's a bright, warm, sunny day, so it could fish completely differently. That said, there's been quite a few fish showing in the upper layers. So I've got 2 rigs set up, a 1 gram colmic keel flat float and a 1 gram Drennan AS8. Shouldn't need the flat float if the toe stays down, but we've got it there just in case. I've also set up a 0.4 gram rig on the 5 metre whip. So a quick look at the floats. We've got the usual Drennan AS8 setup. That's shotted in the usual sort of Olivet and dropper shot arrangement. Again, the colmic keel, but this week I'm in the 1 gram version because I'm able to fish off the top 4 rather than the top 5 on this peg. And I've also got one of these little map 0.4 gram drop. Well, it's really a light river float for trotting on sort of slow, shallow rivers, but it comes in ideal for when you need to fish on the drop. And basically, if I'm going to feed hemp down the inside, then this is the float that I'll look to use. That 0.4 gram rig is shotted strung out, so there's basically number 9s, a couple of number 10s and number 11 droppers down throughout the length of that. And yeah, we may get a few come inside today, I don't know. I'll probably feed hemp, possibly fish tear, maybe maggot over the top, but I've also got some casters with me. So we'll have a look at the bait tray now. So bait wise, I've got the usual arrangement: live red maggots, live pinkies. Brought some casters this week. I've not brought dead reds, I'll just roll a couple if I need to fish them on the hook. I've got some hemp to feed as well, the usual worms which we'll chop up before we start. And I've also brought a few tears just to try on the hook if we potentially get a few roach on the go. Feeder rig is the same setup as what I've been using in all the other series. It's got 0.10 matrix braid on there, got a very short shock leader, 3 foot of Guru shield I think it is, that's in £8, and basically it's set up on a heli rig, so you've seen that in all the other videos. If you haven't checked those out already, go and watch them. I'll put a link to them up here somewhere, and yeah, you can go and see how I did in all those other events. The last thing I'd probably say is a slight change of strategy obviously this week from the previous 3 weeks. So what I'm intending to do is feed for bream on the long pole line. So I've only brought 1 mix with me today. It's the same mix for the feeder as it is for the long pole line. So that is 3 parts Vandenine G5, 2 parts Sonia Bates Sweet F1 Dark, and 1 part Thatcher's Dark. So this is the mix. It's a lovely, lovely mix. I've just put a couple of balls aside, or enough for a couple of balls to feed on the pole line, and we're going to put chopped worm and castor in with those 2 balls that we feed at the start. I'm going to get a bit of sun cream on. We're about 25 minutes out from the all-in, so I'll see you at the start. Stay tuned. Right guys, that's time. So we'll get a bit of bait in on the long pole line. Everyone down to my right is pretty much coupling out on the long line. We're just going to fish 11 metres. That's 1 inch. So I think I'm going to feed hemp and maggot down the inside. There was a pull. Go on, go around. We missed that one. It was a good pull though, good indication. Just didn't quite hook up there. So I'm just putting worm and caster through the feeder today. Right, well, we're 20 minutes in. That was the fourth cast. 4 minutes on that chuck and never got another sign. There was a tiny little tremor on the tip there. Already they look like they're going fickle. Well, that didn't come to anything. So I'm probably just going to have one more chuck on this and go straight on the long pole line, see if anything's over it. I don't want to leave it too long. Just going to try double dead red maggot here. Possibly only skimmers in this peg. You just never know. That's a pull. Not a proper one though. Come on, go around. Alright, I'm going to hit that. Yeah, feels like a skimmer this. Steady away. Not a bad little skimmer. Definitely less catastrophe than last week. That's not a bad start. Not a monster, but we'll take that. So I'll go with dead red again. I think I'll just pop a pinky on with that. All the while we'll just keep feeding a bit of hemp and maggot in down the inside. It certainly seems slow on the tip, so I'm going to switch and have a look on the pole line. Those balls have been in 45 minutes now. Right, so I'm just going to pick up, go straight in on this line with a live red maggot. And my 1 gram AS8 rig. I've got fairly beefy elastic on, 9 Dura slip in today, purely because if we hook into any of those big bream, I'm going to need something to stop them. So let's see if anything's down there waiting for us. And if I start catching on this line, I may loose feed caster over the top of it and do top ups with ground bait balls, but just small tangerines just to keep it ticking over. Still a lot of fish showing on the top. Canal's not really towing, so it's okay using this float at the moment. And that's gone. We're in. We're in on the pole. Just a perch, fell off. Well, at least that's something. That's the first bite I've had on the pole in this entire series. The first fish I've hooked, I think. It's gone again, so there's fish down there. This is promising. Missed that one. Yeah, we're in. Let's try and land this one. Could be a pole day. We'll net it. Perch again. Well, they may not be the target bream, but at least we're getting bites. That's gone. We're in again. Oh, another nice perch, this one. Proper perch. Yeah. Well, they're weight builders. Well, no more bites on the long pole. So, let's try a little piece of worm. We fed worm and castor in. Although the red maggot was working there. Well, after those couple of perch, I can't seem to tempt anything on the pole, so I think I'm going to give it a little top up. Just one ball. Come and have an early look on the inside line, just with maggot. If there's not much doing on it yet, then I'll probably go back on the feeder for 10-15 minutes while this ground bait ball settles. Hopefully we'll tempt something else back in on the long line. So I'm sticking with the worm and castor feed. I've just popped a few little pinkies in. Don't want to put too much live feed in. I'll just pick my whip up. We'll have a look on the maggot down this inside line. You never know, I might get a couple of cheeky perch straight away if there's no roach actually feeding. It's got to be worth a look. Oh no, so far can't tempt any kind of bite on the inside. I'm going to have a quick look straight over the line we've just fed back out with the ground bait before resorting back to the feeder. I'll put a pinky on the hook this time. Let's just see if that ground bait's tempted anything in straight away, maybe another perch. Oh, there we go. Bite straight on the drop. It's only a tiny fish. It's definitely come over that ground bait. It's a roach. A little pinky roach. Well, the pole lines are definitely a bit slow, so we'll just keep feeding them. Let that ground bait settle a little bit longer. You never know, a couple more perch might come over it. They're all bonus fish. And we'll go have a look on the tip again. See if we can grab another skimmer. Well, it really looks like this part of the canal's fishing hard again. I'm just looking left and right and I can't actually see anybody catching anything. Just had 7 minutes on the feeder there with a piece of worm on, probably 6 or 7 minutes with double dead red on. Literally haven't had a sniff on it, so it's back on the pole line. Fish for what you can get.
One of my worms and see if I can get her by.
You had out?
Those catch a stick. One's got 8 little bits and that's it. Apparently at 30s they're having a few skimmers in there. So.
I've had one skimmer, about a pound, 2 perch and a tiny roach on pinky.
Unreal, innit?
Yeah.
You think
As soon as I dropped in on this line, because I'd cupped a bit of worm and castor on it, and it buried 3 times. First one I dropped it off because I thought I'll just swing it. It was only a little perch, and then that were it. I took 2 more perch straight away, and then it just died. So I put another ball on it, put a few little pinkies in with it, and got a little roach, just lifting and lowering, but it's only like ½ ounce roach, and then that's been it. Well, apparently nobody's catching. There's a few pegs in the 30s where they've had a few small bits, but other than that, it's quiet. So we'll just keep doing what we're doing, trying to pick off the odd fish. Right, well, because it's such hard work, I'm going to knock the cameras off. If anything changes, I'll put them back on. If not, I'll see you at the weigh-in. With 20 minutes to go at the end of the match, barely anybody's caught anything. And I've just had a pull round on double pinky. It's not a big fish, but it could be a section winner today. Just need to make sure I land it. Oh, that's another nice little skimmer. She's in. Out of the blue. Out of the blue. Lip hooked. Went down to a size 18. Well, incredibly, next chuck, 3 minutes later, and I'm in again. And it was a proper bite. Double pinky again. safely in. It's me, is it? Right, move this barrow out of the way.
You'd wall up the section.
What bird?
3 ounces.
Bloody hell. 49. John Murray.
Just make sure it's this lad. Okay, Paul.
3 ounce out of 1, 2, 3, 4 pigs.
Oh, that's alright. That's one section. Yeah, skimmers. £3.9.
39.
No, it's not. It's yeah. Is it in pounds? Yeah, it is.
Oh, wait a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah. There you go. Mate.
One more than last week, 1 ounce. Well, hey! Well, won the section. £3.9. Good enough. It's been one of the hardest sections on the day yet again. That middle zone or middle area of the pegs, it's rock hard. £21 won the match overall, Peter Kitwood. I'll get all of the main prize winners and section winners up for you now though. Right, it's been a really hot one out there. I've had to scale down. I didn't have the cameras on for sort of like 2 hours plus. Didn't get a bite in the middle of the day. It was just absolutely grim. And I scaled down, went on to sort of double pinky, and just ran a few pinkies through the feeder and went across. And lo and behold, tip's gone round twice. I think there was still a few fish there, but they were still fickle. But when those 2 skimmers bit, it really ripped it round. So yeah, I mean, I've been lucky today, just had enough to take the section, so happy days. Right, I'm not actually on this series next week. I will be fishing out at Southfield with the Bandits, so fingers crossed we're going to get a few bream out there, but if not, I know what I'll be doing. Yeah, I'll keep that one in the bag for now though, just in case anybody's watching. Right guys, if you haven't already, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an episode every time I upload one. Right, thanks for watching, and until the next one, tight lines.